channel. So my name's Grace and I live in the West Midlands with my husband and our 2 little boys, and I'm documenting how I budget my money using the cash stuffing method. So hello. I thought I'd show you my face because I'm going to start this video off with a bit of a catch up. So I thought rather than you just staring at my hands for, I say ages, let's hopefully not have it ages, but you know what I'm like for rambling. So yeah, rather than you staring at my hands, I thought I'd show you my face because I'm not opposed to like showing my face. So hello. Update. So I have said for my past couple of videos that my budget may be changing and I was being a bit careful because I wasn't sure if my budget was going to change. Well, I can now share a bit more information about that because I know what's happening. So here we go. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic about it. You can probably guess it's obviously to do with work. So long story short, I handed my notice in at work. So I handed my notice in at work without another job to go to. Is it risky? Yes. Possibly a little bit crazy. There are definitely some people that would say yes, because there's people who would never even consider it. Would I ideally do that with the financial situation that I'm in? No. I would have liked to have had an emergency fund to cover at least a couple of months before doing that, which we don't have. We're trying to build up our emergency fund again because it's gone down to like not a lot. But I made that decision. Without going too much into it, I've been very fed up at the place where I'm working for a while. There's been lots of changes. I've had 2 restructures, both while I've been on maternity leave. There's lots of changes to my team, lots of changes to processes. A lot of changes for the better. But for me personally, my role had changed so much to something that I didn't want to be doing. It wasn't what my role should have been. It wasn't what I wanted it to be. And yeah, also it had got quite toxic. There's been lots of ups and downs. There's been lots of tricky situations at work. And I just had enough. And too much has happened. There's too much water under the bridge and I can't kind of get past it. I'm a very passionate person. If you watch any of my videos, you can kind of see that comes across. This also works the opposite way. So when that passion has gone and I've like had enough, I can't kind of get it back. So yeah, I'd had enough. I couldn't get the idea of I just want to leave out my head. I was really struggling to force myself to get work done, which I felt really bad for. So I did some thinking. I looked at the numbers, spoke to my husband, Chris, obviously, and he was supportive. And I was like, I can do it. So I did it. So yeah, I did it. I've got a 2-month notice period. So I will have, from when I handed my notice in, I was going to have another 2.5 paydays. I've had that first one, which is why I was like, I'm only going to be paying my basic bills and I'm going to keep the rest in my bank because that was going to cover like the months when I've then not got any. Now, for the more exciting update, I've got another job. Like, I'm so lucky that worked out so well. So did I apply for it before I'd handed my notice in or just after? I can't remember the timings now. I either applied for it just as I'd handed my notice in or just afterwards. But I applied for another job. Now it was exactly what I was looking for. When I say this job description was exactly what I was looking for, it was. So I was really excited about it. There was a lot of competition for this job, but I got it. And I'm absolutely chuffed. Like, I'm so thrilled, not just because obviously I'd already left and I put myself in a situation where I didn't have another job to go to, not just because of that, because it's exactly what I was looking for, exactly where my strengths are. Now, I'm not a hugely confident person. I get imposter syndrome a lot. like I really put myself down, you might not get it. I feel like I probably come across quite confident in here, but that's not the case. And where I work now, like a lot of people in my team who have now left, their confidence has been really crushed. Like, it's been really, I can't think of the right word, but the confidence has gone. So I'm not a hugely confident person. I've definitely been beaten down where I am now. But when I say I came out of this interview, like, that couldn't have gone better. I came out of this interview feeling so confident, I nailed that. And that's not me. I'm cringing even saying that, but I did. So I was so confident and I got it. Absolutely chuffed. I do have, like I said, I do have a 2 month notice period. I had already handed in my notice, but I finish at my current job on the 18th of August. I start my new role on the 7th of September, so I've got a cheeky little 2.5 weeks break in between, which is lovely and I'm really looking forward to, and I'm glad I've managed to still have a little bit of a break. I'm so grateful and I'm so pleased that I got that other job so quickly. Like, how lucky am I? Like, how, I say lucky, that's not, I've worked hard for that, and I've got a lot of experience in like what I do that hasn't been appreciated for a long time, so it feels nice to see someone appreciating and acknowledging that. So I need to stop saying I'm lucky, I've worked hard for it anyway. But yeah, like, that's worked out really well that I've got that so quickly. Like, I'm very much a believer of when things are meant to be, like, if things are meant to be, or if something doesn't work out, it's not meant to be. And I was telling myself, and I was going into it after I'd applied for this job and had this interview, I was very much in the mindset, this is literally the perfect job. It's exactly what I want. Now, with what I kind of wanted to go into, without going into, I don't want to talk about exactly what I do, so I'm not going to share too much about that. But there is a lot of things I want you to do, like a lot of places with the job I'm going back to, the job I'm doing, they want you to do other bits as well. Like a lot of places bung on a lot of other things to it, and which I didn't want. So it's very rare to get a job description with only the parts of the job that I wanted and where I specialise in. So I was telling myself, if I don't get this one, then it's time to do something else. That's my sign to do something else, try something else. Because I've spent a long time in like the industry and the career that I'm in, and don't feel like I've really got very far. And I always come back to, is this right? So yeah, I was like, if I don't get this, when this is the only job I've seen that's that perfect for a long time, if I don't get this, that's my sign to do something else. Obviously I got it, so I'm pleased. So now that I know that extra money that I had in my bank from my wages that I was saving to cover the months when I wasn't going to get paid, I can now reallocate. So in August, I will only get 2 weeks. I'll get like half pay because I'll only get paid for I think it's about 14 days, something like that. So obviously that will be halved. So really, I could, and perhaps I should, put some money, keep some of that back to bump that up. But actually, those 14 days, the half pay I'll get will cover my basic bills. So I'm going to reallocate that money, and I'm going to give myself a little challenge to see how much I can side hustle between now and payday in August to bump up that. I think I'll be losing about £1,000, just under £1,000. So I kind of want to give myself the target of seeing if I can side hustle £1,000 by payday August. So just over a month. That's a ridiculous target, because the most I've ever side hustled in a month is probably about 250. No, I did just over 350 quid 1 month because I had a £350 market research thing, but average is like 150, 200. So aiming for 1,000 is crazy, but I like to have something to work towards. It'll keep me motivated and keep me pushing to try and get to it. And if I'm aiming for that and I get less, happy days, but I'll definitely get more because I'm aiming higher, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's my long-winded ramble. So I just ramble too much. I just go on and on, so sorry if that's boring, if you're not interested. But yeah, that's my kind of update. So I can now reallocate the rest of that money. So I'm going to go back to my hands and my stuffing and go carry on with my usual cash stuffing. So goodbye from my face. Yeah, let's get on with it, shall we? So let's get into the stuffing, shall we? So we should have £800 here to stuff. Let me just check that. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, oh, hold on, start that again. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, 480, 480, 480, 495, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 6, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 97, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 98, yeah. £800. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to get my planner out. We're going to look back at the last month I did and see what my non-negotiables were, because obviously I've only done, if you see from here, I only did my basic, these are my bills, and then I go on to my non-negotiables that I'd stuff for. Obviously I didn't do these, so we're going to just try and do these. So I feel I'm quite far away, so tell me if you're watching, if it you can never really read what I'm putting and if it's annoying. So first of all, Disney, I am going to put £200 into Disney. So yeah, big chunk of it's going to that. So I'm going to put £200 into Disney. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. So this will go in my Disney binder, and next time I have a Disney game day, oh God, still got loads of money in there. Oh my God, I really need to do a Disney game day. Clearly. So 200 into Disney. Christmas, I've got 150. Obviously, I am doing Christmas in July. Let's still do 150 into Christmas. 20, 40, 60. Now, I haven't worked out the denominations, so we're just winging it. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. Where am I going to put this then? Because I'm just going to, for now, shove it into the front here, and we'll maybe add a little bit to, I'll either add a little bit, I think I've got one last stuffing weekly, one last weekly one. So perhaps I'll do it as a midweek video next week rather than making that massive. That's well chunky now, look, isn't it? So 115 to Christmas. I don't need any in hair or nails. Personal, I've gone so far without any personal money, so don't really need it. I've got my purse up here. No. Let's give myself some personal money. So that was week 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've only got one, so I've put 20 quid into personal. Do I treat myself? Give myself 30 quid? No. 20 quid into personal. You watch me forget when I'm counting this out. 20 quid into personal for next week. Oh, just thinking, do I need any personal money? Yes, I'm going to a line dancing event thing in Birmingham tonight with my sister-in-law and Phil from Country Gal Budgets. So let me give myself a little bit of money, because I am going to have to go straight from work. I'm filming this on my lunch break. So I'm not going to have a chance to have dinner, so I might get hungry before I get home and have to have something. So let's give myself 30 quid. 50 quid, 30 quid. 30 quid, I'm just going to put that to the side, that's for tonight. Oh, I've nearly forgot. The next thing I need to do is Luke Combs. So we go to see Luke Combs on the 1st of August. Oh, actually, we have got another payday before, don't we? I was thinking I'm going to have to fully fund, check what we've got in Luke Combs and fully fund it. But I just thought we have got another payday. Now, I've moved my binders around a little bit, so I can't remember where this one. There we go. I've moved my binders around, and I'm going to try something different, but I'm already not convinced. But I think I need to get all matching envelopes first, and that would make me feel a little better. I feel like I should give it a go before I write it off. So, right, I think I need to fully fund Luke Combs, but I don't because I've got another payday. But let's fully fund it if we can. So, let me work out what I need, because this is something I needed to redo. So I'm going to see Luke Combs with my sister-in-law, and we were going with another friend, but yeah, there's been drama there, and she's not coming, so my husband Chris is now coming with us. So that's more money for me to save, because I'll save the money for, like, he's going to pay me back the ticket money, because I put the tickets on my credit card. But I will save our spending money for it. So obviously that's going to need more spending. Where did I put? I swear I wrote it down for Luke Combs somewhere in here. No, let's just do it. Let's just write it again somewhere, because I thought I'd write it up. Put it on here, I didn't. Let me get a pen. Pen. Okay, so I can't remember now. When I did my count up and I took some money back to the bank, did I pay off the money for the ticket onto my credit card? I think I did, didn't I? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah, I did. So the ticket, my ticket money I've paid off on my credit card. So we need... We've got a hotel, and obviously now it's not just my, well, we've got 2 rooms. I think we've done it so we've got 2 rooms now, rather than Chrissy's sister share a room with her brother and wife. It'd be a bit weird. Not that that's a problem. We've been together long enough, I think we can keep our hands off each other for a night, especially with 2 kids. But we've got 2 hotel rooms now, so of course we're going to have to pay for 2 of we usually split it over the 3, so obviously I'm going to pay for the 2. The hotel, our part of the hotel is 135. Train, because what we do, we did have a hotel booked right by Wembley, because it's at Wembley. We did have a hotel booked right by Wembley. My sister-in-law booked it straight away. Annoyingly, they flipping cancelled our booking. I can't remember what it was now. Either they were double booked, or they haven't worked on part of the hotel, I can't remember. So they cancelled our booking. The hotel they offered us was flipping miles away. It was a good hour or so away from Wembley, and we were like, what? So I was looking for other hotels, but of course they're all booked or ridiculously expensive. So what we're now doing, and kind of hubby came up with this idea. So my hubby's in the RAF, if you've heard me mention it before. He used to be based at High Wycombe. Now, if there was a few times, he's been based at High Wycombe twice actually, 2 separate occasions. And there'd be a few times where I'd go to stay with him in High Wycombe and we'd train it into London. So what we've done, we've booked a hotel in High Wycombe, and we're going to get the train in and out to Wembley. I realised I was saying about the train they offered us being miles away, and that's far away, but even that's closer than the other one they offered us. So the train tickets are only 26 quid from High Wycombe into Wembley. We're going to drive down to High Wycombe. So I'm going to put 30 quid for petrol. Sister-in-law will probably give us a little bit, and then surely I wouldn't think it would be any much more than that. So that's that. Food, and now merch. Hubby won't have anything, but I'll probably get at least a t-shirt, which are usually at least 40 quid. Let's put 50 quid just in case. Oh my God. A big chunk of this is, perhaps I will do some now and some when we get paid this month. Merch £50. Then food and drink. Because we'll probably go for food. Well, we'll have food on the way down there, or maybe when we get there. And then like breakfast. Let's do £50. I would hope not to spend that much because let's be honest, it's a Wetherspoons. We're going to for a Wetherspoons breakfast. And in terms of drinks, if we buy drinks like there, we're only going to buy like pop or soft drinks. We're not going to drink. But even then, they're really expensive. Don't you hate that when you go to concerts and the drinks and the food are ridiculously expensive? I hate that because they're just making a massive profit. Because they put the prices up because they know you're going to have to pay because you can't go anywhere else. Really cheeky, I hate that. Now, I'm going to do a miscellaneous because I've kind of learnt last gig we went to, there was a couple of bits where like I hadn't accounted for. Mainly being parking, and I might need to in this. I'm not sure because my sister-in-law's booked the hotel. I'm not sure if there's parking with the hotel because they don't all have them, do they? So let's do miscellaneous. Let's do 30 quid. I'd do just 20, but it's London, innit? I'll do 30 quid miscellaneous. So the total of that. And yes, I am going to use my calculator because I don't like to do maths in my head. I mean, I could, but can't be arsed. 135, 26, 30, 50, 50, 30. So 321. Let's just do 320 because $320. So what have we got already? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. So 320 take away 75 equals 245. So I am going to split that so I don't do that all in now. So 245 divided by 2. So 122.50. So I'm going to do this week 125, next I should have put like payday. That'll be when we get paid. I'll do 120. I really need to start trying to boost up my like gigs and tickets wallet because I'd like to, because we keep booking gigs and stuff. I want to get to the point where we've got money for stuff, at least for, I'm saying that, this isn't now the ticket price, this is everything else that comes with it. So 120, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20. That's in 4 Luke Combs. Now let's go back to there. So, let's put this away. So what else have we got? So minis, I am not going to put any money into minis because I'm not doing my minis this month because I'm doing just everything Christmas in July. Hobbies. So I still need to pay for next month's line dancing, which is, I think it's 16 now, so I'll put 20 into hobbies and I'll put an extra tenner in there. So that's in my binder. So we've got 30 going into hobbies. I've got a random throwback song in my head. Does anyone remember 3LW? It's because I've seen lots of things about them because 2 of the members were in the Cheetah Girls. If anyone remembers the Cheetah Girls, they're doing another Cheetah Girls film. Oh, I actually like the Cheetah Girls, so I'm quite excited for that. But I've got, do you know the song from Fear? It was, you will or you won't, you do or you don't, no more. I've got that song in my head. No more, baby, I'ma do right. can, oh you can. Tell me if you remember that song. Hobbies. Oh, the boy's future. Let's go to emergency fund. Because if that's taught me anything, I need to build up my emergency fund. Do you know what I feel like I need to create? And I might do. Not right now, but I might do. An FUCK fund. Because my emergency fund, I think of for your washing machine goes. Your summer... Oh, you get, like... I was going to say you need like a new tyre or something goes on the car, but really that's why you have car maintenance fund, but I haven't got anything in the car maintenance. So that would be emergency. Things like that, things like a big expense, you need to buy a new washing machine, your fridge freezer goes. That's what I think of for an emergency fund. So I kind of now feel like I want an FUCK fund. And when I don't say FIT fund, because an FUCK fund, because this would include FIT, which is, oh, screw it, I'm going to do that. Like, this not so much, but like, oh, I'm going to book that holiday, or oh, I want to go to that gig. Perhaps not so much that. F this, which this would come under this. F this, like, screw this, I'm handing my notice in and leaving this toxic job. That's where this one would come out. And I'd say the last one would be FU, like, screw you. But that would be kind of like saving up for if the only thing that would make sense to me is if I was saying that to Chris, the husband, which I don't really want to do that. Like, I know I've heard of people who do have a secret, like, divorce savings. I've heard, not many, but I've heard some people saying they like put... Someone I used to work with in like a shop years ago, she had like a secret divorce savings pot for if she ever did get divorced. Some people would say it's savvy. I'm like, oh, it's not a good sign, is it? Like, I don't really agree with prenups, but that's a whole different ball game. So I would say it would include FU, but I don't mean that for like FU to Chris the hubby, because yeah, I wouldn't do that. But anyway, like I feel like I need an FIT fund, like an F fund, FIT, F this, FU. I'm saying F because I don't want to swear on here in case YouTube doesn't like it. But you get what I mean. But maybe I will start creating that. But for now, let's put into our emergency fund. Where is my... See, now I can't remember where I've put my emergency fund wallet. Here. What I've decided I'm going to do as well with my emergency fund, I'm putting it all into this tin, which I shall grab. I'm putting it all into this tin, but I have got a load of games. I've got loads of challenges now because I bought loads of BB&M and stuff, and I'm like, why don't I? Because I'm going to try and go on to a bit more like fully save to sync. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a game, and I've decided which one I'm going to play, and I'm excited about it. I'm going to do this. So this is the Ultimate Classics from the Rockin' Witch Eva. How amazing is this? What a great idea. So I picked this up at BB&M. I'm going to play this with my emergency fund, so this can tell me what I'm saving. If that makes sense. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to roll a 10-sided dice, and if I get 9 and 10, I'll just pick myself to see where we're going. That's 2, so 1, 2. So Sugar Rush. So let's cross off one of these. Now what I will say is I'm going to put a minimum of at least a round number. So a minimum of 5 in. So if something comes out and it's not a 5. Actually, what were my padlocks on here? Because I will still cross off my tracker. Padlocks are 10. I'm going to put a minimum of 10. So if whatever I do, it doesn't come up to 10, I'll carry on until I can get at least 10. Let's do this one. Let's do the first one. 4. This one always reminds me of Wreck-It Ralph. You know, where Vanellope lives. 4. Let's do the next one. No, let's do this one. 1. So we're on 5. So let's roll the dice again and do another one rather than doing all one in one go. So we've got 5. I want to get at least 10. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't need to do that fat one. Oh, letter loot. Oh God, I'm going to be rubbish at this one because I'm a terrible speller. I've said a couple of times I think I'm dyslexic. I'm terrible at spelling, always have been. I was always terrible at Scrabble. But let's go. So, let's read the instructions, are all on the back. So, how to play. Pick out 7 letters at random. Write your letters in the circles and try to make a word out of those 7 letters. If you're able to make a word, say 5, and if you can't make a word, say 10. If you put a smiley face, you can change to any letter you'd like. So, 7 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How cute are these little beads? Oh, I've got a smiley face. Yay. I didn't get out my pens. So we've got U, J, Y, E. Is that an I or an L? I'm going I, B, and a smiley face. Oh God. Oh, joy. J, smiley face, Y. See, I would never be on countdown, let's say that. Oh. Joy. Joy to the world. That's Christmas, I know. There we go. So that saves 5, so that's 10 into the emergency fund. Yay, then I get to play this. I'm happy with that. So let's cross off another, colour in another padlock. Then we'll put £10 into the tin. So now we're going to put some into both of the boys' savings. So let's put £10 in each. We can colour in another star. Let's put the money in first. Colour in another star. That reminds me, I'm going to put some now into the boys because I've been buying like summer clothes and stuff. And so I've bought like clothes, so they're like, we've got a pot in the joint that's just like anything for the boys. That has not got a lot in there, so I'm going to put some into that in a minute. So £10 into Littlest Man as well. Let's colour in another jelly bean. I've done the jelly beans at 5, haven't I? Let's 2 jelly beans then. I'll keep going to, see, like the pinks and the purpley colours are like my favourites, so I'll keep going to those. But we want them to be different. So there we go. £10, I put the money in, didn't I? Yep, £10 into there. On that note, let's put 20 quid into car maintenance. Hubby's 40th. It's not a priority, it's not a non-negotiable. But let's put £10 in anyway. Do I put £10 into Nashville? Yeah, I'm going to put £10 into Nashville as well. So Nashville, I want to go to Nashville for my 40th. Now, I'm 35 this year, so we've got a long time, but it's best to start, so let's put £10 in. Now, I want to take my sister-in-law to Nashville as well. And so my sister-in-law is not a saver. She's never been very good at saving money. She won't mind me saying because it's not like anyone knows her. Well, Phil knows her. Yeah, she's never been very good at saving. So what I have got a pot in my account. I use Monzo that's her savings. So she actually direct debits me so much a month, and I put that into there. It's the first time she's ever been able to save anything. It's been really useful for her because she's used it for like holiday bits. She's used it for different bits and pieces. But I want to get her to start saving for Nashville, because I want to take her to Nashville and she needs to start saving now because she needs a lot of money, and that's a lot for her to like save. You know what I think I'm going to do? Phil, don't tell her. Don't tell her. I might start skimming off that money she gives me to put in her pot. Only a little bit, only like, you know, even if it's just a tenner a month, and start putting it into a Nashville savings for her. See if you notice, because she does ask me like every so often for like a total on how much she's got in her pot, which she does sometimes know, or sometimes she's lost track. See if she notices, but I might start skimming off that to start saving for Nashville for her, because I'm taking her by hook or by crook. She's coming with me to Nashville. Right, stacking cups. I was doing stacking cups. I am doing stacking cups. Where's it gone? Now, this is to save for... I've got the 5,000 stacking cups. This is like a longer term savings for something possibly in a few years' time. But let's put something else in it. Shall we do... I'm going to do 2 5s. So that's £10 into there. We've put the black one. That's £10 into the stacking cups. Perhaps I need to get another one, something like this, for my effort funds. Oh, perhaps I should have done the perhaps I'll see. I know she's not selling them now, but perhaps I can get one second hand. The oh god, the rainbow brick, the foundations one. Seen Carol? Have you seen our Carol do this recently? She absolutely smashed that. I feel like she did that so quickly. Amazing. So that stacking cups has got some. Now that's everything I've had in there. Now what have we got left? 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And we've still got 170 left. Now, I have been putting, like I'm doing Christmas in July and I'm trying to put everything into Christmas. So really, I'm like, I should put that straight into Christmas. But do I want to see if anything else... Oh, the boys. Yeah, I'll see if anything else, what else needs a boost. House essentials, that definitely needs a boost. So let's put at least 50 quid into there. Now, where have I got my trackers up to date? I don't usually... Oh yeah, possibly. But then I'm going to finish those. I'm just going to put it in. I'll sort it out off camera and perhaps take some of this back to bank. So don't think we've got anything in the bank and we need some in there. So 50 quid has gone into house essentials. The boys. What have we got in here? We've got 20, 40, 50 in here. That's not up to date either. I really need to update these as I'm doing it. I'll do it off camera and try and get better at it. Let's put at least 50 quid into the boys. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Am I still recording? I don't know why I had a, oh god, what if I've stopped recording moment then. I've got an in the bank in there. I need to update that because that's wrong now because I've been spending. Oh, let's put a little bit into family days out because this has gone down. Let's put 30 quid into family days out. Sparky's okay. Date night. Oh, there's some in there and we're all right. Oh, roof box. Let's put a tenner into roof box because we are going on holiday just in this country. In a few weeks, we're going to have to get a roof box for them because we are not going to get everything in the car. What have we got left? 10, 20, 30. Now, Don't think there's anything else immediate. I can't put anything in my... I could, but... yeah, I need to decide if I'm going to do these. I'm like up to date with birthdays because I've completed birthdays, haven't I? What's the next kind of... Father's Day's done. Car insurance I've just paid. Oh, how, like, I love this. I still need some other bits for in here. I love this. This is from Bethany Budgets and the binder. This is so nice. Love it, love it. And the feel of this, it's a like, they're calling it her like, it's like velvety. It's so nice. Oh, anniversary. Let's put some, right, anniversary. I think car tax I'd got. Hubby's birthday. Halloween was fully funded. Yeah, let's put... I'm going to put the 30 quid into our anniversary because we were going to be in Disney for our anniversary because our anniversary is in September. We were going to be in Disney. We're now not because we've put it back to next year. So hopefully we can do at least a night away somewhere for our anniversary. So now I want to put a little bit more than I was thinking. So let's put that into anniversary. So there we go. I didn't put any of that into Christmas in July, but we're doing all right with that. So I'm not going to worry about that. That wasn't in this binder, was it? No, that was from that one. But actually, I like it even better in that one. So yeah, that is everything then. Oh, I didn't put that back. Yeah, I need to decide what I'm going to do. Because I did have a binder with my birthdays. A binder with like annuals. But where did that come from? Oh, I forgot this bung it on there. Oh, I had it on... Well, no, it was on the anniversaries. What? Oh, God. Forget me, Ed, if he wasn't screwed on. Yeah, I did have them. And then I've seen... I've seen from Lily Rain when she shared it on Instagram that she's got like a binder that she does like January to June and then like July to December and has all the things in that. And I was like, oh my God, I could combine the birthdays because I've got like a wallet for everybody in birthdays. And I'm like, I don't need that. I could do with just like, you know, January, all the birthdays in January in one wallet and then any other event. So that's what I'm trying to do, but I'm already not convinced. I already want to go back to having a birthdays binder and an annuals binder. But I'm like... No, give it a go because then I only need to go into one. I can do by the months and we can put like events and stuff in there. Like I said, I think if I get all matching envelopes, that will help. If I get like matching envelopes and it looks a little bit more aesthetic, then we'll decide after that. But yeah, that's me all done. Now, my next video will be on Sunday and will be unstuffing and restuffing the purse for the last week of July, and also my, well, it won't be my last, my what's the word? Oh God, I can't say it now. Oh God, I can't even think how you say it. You know, the one before your last, I can't think of it, I'm going to stop trying. The one before my last Christmas in July stuffing. So yeah, we'll now have 2 more Christmas in July stuffings and then I'll do a reallocation into my Christmas savings. Thank you for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please do think about subscribing. Last time I looked, I'm 20 away from hitting 500 subscribers and I'd love to hit 500 subscribers. That's my next like target. Maybe I'll do... When I get there, maybe I'll do another cheeky little live night. We can play some games and we can have some fun and play some games and stuff. So yeah, if you're not subscribed, please do think about subscribing. Pop me a comment in the comments below and I'll catch you next time. Try a bit.